Hello guys, Gamer UK here. It's best if I have the microphone in front of me, don't you think? Dear me. Oh dear, such an amateur. Right, so we're back for more Production Line. The Going Broke edition. So this is part 4 of Production Line. We've got quite a good production line going here. You know, we've expanded pretty much everything. You know, don't have a bottleneck at the paint shops, a little bit slow at producing cars, but we're in deep doo-doo. I think deep doo-doo is the new business technical term. We haven't really been selling cars, certainly not for any kind of profit. We've taken out 2 loans. So yeah, we're still in trying to survive. I've managed to expand the quality check to a double 1, and we had just, I think, upgraded the export to computerized sales. So let's just check the research. So we're now on some manufacturing items, because if you look at our money, our biggest cost is our component purchases. Now, whether I'll be able to research and build these and bring the cost down before I go broke is another thing. We'll see. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Hope you had a good weekend. Yes, I've put some more Assassin's Creed pornography in Discord for you to watch. That trailer one is quite good. So yes, I don't know with Production Line. I'm kind of thinking if we go bust here, I will probably end this series. Whether I'll do another one or not, I'll see. The views and stuff on this series hasn't been too popular so far. But if I do, I will probably try and get to a similar stage, but with a second car line, and then go from there. But we're not dead yet. It would be nice to create a new model. But so have a look. So we've got a couple cars in stock, but can't remember if I allocated the car that I build when I build the chassis. I don't think so. Have a look. I'm still a bit stumped about how to do the other car, because I kind of thought it was this stuff, chassis specialization. We've done. We want to do another car type, don't we? Morning, Ian. Yes, I hear you want your marketing department to be on the top floor and have a new team name. Research centres. What have I got queued up? Mostly manufacturer stuff, then predictive stock control, import, body design, research centres. So that research looks good. Thing is, I don't really have the money to start anything new, even if I went for the combined ones. You know, you're looking at 500,000 or more. What happened here? How can the expenses be so high? It's almost off the chart. Oh dear. So yeah, this might be a 20-minute stream today, guys. Got myself in a bit of a hole. I always said from the outset, from the beginning, if you go below 500,000, you're in trouble. Yeah, you want a pay rise, Ian. I think you're the only one that's getting less than everybody in your team. I did check it. Can't remember, but I think everybody was the highest. But that's just because we recruited you in that video and renamed you, recreated you in the game. So, if you ask for a pay rise, you shall receive one. We're talking about Software Inc., one of the other games that I stream. So 291. What I want to do is see this coming up. I want to see these expenses coming down. Thing is, we've cut back on our flipping research because we can't afford it. Can't afford the staff, so it's taking longer than usual in order to speed up the game. So we're just going to go on medium speed here for a little bit and just see what happens to the money. 310. $300, below 300. These are going correctly now through the quality contracts. At the moment, we seem to be going between about 280 and 310, but the thing is, we're not sitting on cars, so I could, in theory, put them up. Every time I've done that, though, it seems to have backfired on me. So I'm selling 11, producing 17, selling 11 based on those stats. Probably a bit out of whack because of the save games, which is good, which is more than ever, but I'm not making any. I should be making loads of money. Where do I put the price of the vehicle? Up here. I'm going to put it to 15%. I mean, we were 45%, and then I've gradually lowered it every time that we've had problems selling cars. That's got to the point where I can't seem to have any higher than 5 or 10% because nobody will buy the darn thing. Expenses come down, sales have also come down. Loans, income. I'm still paying off debt though. Debt repayments 6,200 per hour. I could survive, make a bit of money, and actually clear those debts and therefore their costs. Get back up to 1 million or more. We might make this. I'm nearly going to break 400,000 here, which will be a pleasant surprise. I'll put those car costs up a bit. Still selling them, so that's good. I'll increase them again in a minute then. We can get to 500,000 first. We haven't broken the 400. It keeps hovering or tempting me. So, did you like the music that was in Software Inc. now? If that patch has changed a few things, you can allocate rooms to teams. The music seemed a nice little addition. Up to 4:30. Sitting here drinking my English tea. Oh, I think we are making money. Not a lot. Sales 9, produced 8. Yes, I'm wondering whether, because the thing is though, if you look at prices, they keep doing these, you know, the game just randomly does this. So we've had a dip and now they're coming up again, but when they're, you know, if you take anything, they all seem to be on the same curve. Everything. Doesn't matter what it is, they're all up and down, and when they're in these ups, boy do we lose some money. I'm just going to shut my window because somebody's, I don't know, cutting down a tree or something like that outside. Give me one moment. And I'm back. Don't think cutting down a tree looks like somebody's having a new patio or something, and they're out there with the pneumatic drills. See, what I need as a streamer, I need to be so rich I can afford a nice country retreat or a mansion or a ranch in the woods, somewhere really quiet, but with thousands of gigabytes of internet speed, 4K everything, 8K when it comes out. Right, so yeah, so as I was saying, these price fluctuations have a huge, but we're doing the right thing. We're researching manufacturing, and this is our next big thing to do really in the game, is to start then building some of the components on site. Now there's a couple things. So you get these supply stockpiles, so you might have so for example we might be making a fuel tank, let's say. Now it's locked at the moment, so we might, you know, make a fuel tank somewhere down where it needs it. We put a stockpile next to it, and then we put some resource conveyors so that it can, and then we start making the stuff. Now obviously it costs quite a bit of money to invest in these components up front, but then we won't be buying the components in the quantities that we are at the moment, which will massively bring down our costs and put up our profits once we've got through any kind of investment phase. Now, not everything can be made, but about 80% of what's on the line can be made. But at the moment we're just going to let the game run, get some research done, because we're researching right now max power drying, and then we go on to exhaust manufacture. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit more. You need to keep a close eye on this, so those expenses shoot up. Now what I might do though, quite get to 500,000. I was thinking of putting the car price up. get away with that because as long as you're kind of selling what you're making, we might not. We're just taking about 100 grand hit. 3 cars waiting. Famous last words there, Ian. Just lost about 150,000. Gone up to 5 cars because it doesn't seem to like the 20%. We'll see. With the component prices down there, it should be we'll tough it out and see. You know, I need to really get those percentages really back to 30-40%. I mean, when you look at features, we're still good. We're making budget cars, and nobody else has designed anything major. 250, 260. Seven cars, yeah. But looks like they're not selling. Yeah, so I'll have to put them down again. 6, we just sold 1. 5. Airsoft Arena. Well, what happened to Laser Quest? I thought we were doing a Laser Quest. $250. Why am I hovering at 250 and I've now got, I am selling the cars and the costs must have gone shooting up. It doesn't say they did. Because I've got no stock, I've sold the cars. We were up at nearly 500,000, about 450, 470. The sales said that, I think these are lagging, these sales a bit, because the money's not in the bank. I sold those 6-7 cars. I should be at least up to 350, methinks. Probably some loans. Thing is, this game's still very early access, so even things like, you know, there's a lot more here they could give you to get interest. To see those completely go. We took them out. They weren't that long. If you look at the loans, they were for a certain amount of days. So I don't know how many days it's, you know, we've gone on from them. At full speed it takes a little while. You can see here we're running at second highest speed and the minutes are just going by like that. So it takes a while, but we should clear some of these. We took out the first loan a little while back, so but might not make it. I mean, we've got no cars now to fiddle around on the price on. They're selling as they come off the line. Let me slow things right down. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I mean, this thing often says doesn't have resources, but like I said, it's not. They don't hang there long, and if they pushed it on quicker, they would just bottleneck up here. This is still working out fine at the moment because there's no space for the paint shop, and as there is, this next one pretty much moves on. So just making sure nothing had broken. It's not looking good. So Ian, have you watched the last Lone Dark in entirety now? Have you caught up, or have you still got? Don't really want to have to take another loan out. Selling, making 9, selling 7. A big long period there, just not selling anything. You've watched it all now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just a bit conscious of saying too much in Discord or something for those that haven't watched it all, or I would have liked Roderick to have watched it with us and stuff, but I think he's decided to get it and play the story mode and kind of doesn't want to know what happens, but I can understand that. I mean, with the story part, that's quite unique, but then the gameplay itself, I think you could play it several times over and still be doing things differently and having a similar experience, but getting there slightly in a different way. I'd like to get it and not do all my mistakes. Yeah. Well, the thing is with these type of games and adventure games, you know, I either like play them all myself and then do a bit of a walkthrough, and this is how you, and those I find aren't all that enjoyable to watch, although for some people, when it's a very difficult game, they do go to those kind of walkthrough videos to learn how to get past or do something in a game that they haven't been able to achieve yet or finding too hard. So you get those kind of videos, and then you get the kind of videos like we're doing with The Long Dark, which is, you know, we just throw ourselves into it, you're along for the journey, we're all new at it, we don't know what's coming, and we just go on the ride together with the ups and downs of the game, and the mistakes and the cock-ups and the, you know, surprises are you know, half the enjoyment of the video and the game. So but sometimes I think, should I just do a video, play it, not talk, upload it, you know, and do some of that stuff. But I think with The Long Dark we're pretty good as we are. Do notice how much people, I mean, the last video everybody was saying, oh, you're so going to die, you're lost, this is your wolf poo, your bear poo. I don't think I died once in that last video, did I? So I was awesome. It was all under control. This is hanging around at a, what's happening with the expenses? They're still too high. Halfway through the research. Oh, 97, really? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that impression of, is it Hudson in Aliens? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Hudson, get a grip. I mean, for me, Alien, the original, was still the best film by far, and nothing's really come close to that film for me for sort of the aspect of it. Aliens, the sequel, you know, at the time it was what was needed, you know, guns and fighting back and action, and it's still probably my second favourite Aliens film, but it had, just like Top Gun and stuff at the time, it had so many good repeatable lines in Aliens. I've watched the two new ones, Prometheus and the other one, and they're good, but I don't think they're classics. 88,000, really. I'm gonna have to please buy my cars, don't let me go broke, borrow more money. What's happening with our loans? Every time I have to slow the game down when we get real money like this, we're not really. Game over, man. Game over. Yeah, great lines. If an 8-year-old girl can survive, then so can we. Get a grip, Marines. Ripley! Now, Mr. Manners bangs on about his Commando movie. I can't think of one repeatable line from that movie. Not today anyway, I'm sure he could. But you know, Top Gun, you go, I feel the need for speed. So I lowered the price on the cars just a touch again because we were down to desperate money. Be nice if when you pay off a loan it flashed up, and I doubt it does. Probably just amends the expenses, but it'd be nice if it said you have paid off loan 1. Come on, I'll reduce the cost of the cars. Sell. Because there's not that. You got this marketing department, you see here. Now we put that down. No, we didn't put it down because we couldn't afford it. But you know, no idea what they do. They create ideas which rack up here, but probably should have bought one when we had 400,000 or 500,000, but now. Mark playing the last post. You guys write me off in these games so much. Oh, he's so gonna die. Oh, he's so bright, you know. I just like taking it to the edge and bringing it back. Taking it to the edge and bringing it back. That's how I roll. I'm getting it all today. House phone, people digging up their gardens. Doo-doo. Highway to the danger zone. It's littered with LG's broken cars. Ah, you guys make me laugh. What are you going to be like when I'm fighting hippos and crocodiles and hyenas and stuff in AC? I don't know if I'll be able to film it, but I've got a box set coming and stuff, so getting the game on PC on the download, but I've got some other goodies, so I might do a bit of a opening the box set video and try and upload that maybe. Well, I don't know when I get it. I think that might not come still to release. Right, I shouldn't do, but I'm gonna buy a marketing department because hey, why not? I might put it up here though. I might put it up here. Let's put our wages up. And we get these unused ideas and earn ideas per hour or day or whatever it is. What is it? 6 employees, power demand 10, ideas per hour 1. Got an idea. Doesn't matter if it's shit, it's just they've got an idea. So we'll see what that does. Because let's face it, it can't get much worse than it is right now. Running such a profitable business. But look at all the people I'm employing. You know, we're surviving, giving jobs to all these people. The glorious thing. Just taking on 6 new staff. Happening with our bank loans. Debt interest might have come down. Right. We've got an idea. We've got an unused idea. But there's nothing here for me to research, so I don't really understand. Yeah, probably is the bank ringing me. That'd be the real life bank now. Okay, why aren't you earning any money? What have you been doing all these months? Playing computer games. Look at them there, they got their little pictures and all that stuff on the boards. They obviously keeping on the phones. Swanky desks. The creator that makes this game has said he is aware that he's got no women. All these people are blokes. So he's meant to be introducing some female sprites to put in the factory. A little bit sexist at the moment. They all seem to be blokes. Or if they are women, they're women dressed as blokes. So I've got 3 unused ideas now, but there's nothing here for me to research. I imagine things will appear here and it will say you need 15 ideas to to do this or something. So whether that's, I need a research office. What does a research office do? Research points generated. Can't do it anyway yet. So what do we, right, we're still doing the max power drying. Come on, let's get on with this. Let's see if we can, hovering around the 200,000 mark. Now when I max drying, so I don't know how much that's going to cost. It's going to be 3,000. I put up power quite a lot though, 35. That's quite a bit, isn't it? Plus 10% again there, and that would be times 4. Sure, we need at the moment. We need to sort something out with this area before we do the max drying, I'd imagine. Back to going broke again. I'm not selling any cars, even though I haven't changed the price now. 8 cars, what's going on? I expect the component prices have shot through the roof. Nine cars. So I've got to put the price down, haven't I, really? 10 cars. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Suddenly our cars just stopped selling. Let's just check the features. Haven't changed. Haven't. Imagine prices, yeah, prices have soared. Or a peak again. Oh, I'm not sure we're going to survive this. 13, 11, 9, 4. Oh no. Do I need to? I don't want to take out another loan. Oh, 927. Oh dear. Oh dear. Small loan. 14% though, Jesus. Oh, these are active, look, yeah. So outstanding amount 246, outstanding amount. So this middle one is nearly ended. This is nearly end. I'm gonna have to take this one. But it's just getting us into a bigger hole. Next car is the LG Titanic. Oh, you guys, you guys. I'm making 5% on the cars now. That's if I sell them. I need to sell these down to 0 and then put the price back up again. But if these continue to not sell, they should sell at 5%. 9, 8. Money's just falling out of the 9, 10. They're still not selling. This is crazy. I've got 10 ideas, but nowhere to spend them. Game over, man. Game over. Oh dear. Down to 50,000. With that loan, all I've done is lose 100,000 in basically an hour. Prices should start coming down. It's like when the prices come down, the cars sell, but that doesn't make much sense because that's component parts. That's about profitability. But still not selling the cars. Really? What, you want me to give them away now? Right, no percent. Just sell the stock. Sell the stock, dudes. Fire sale. He's flipping prices of parts, man. Like a mountain range, up and down, up and down. I paid off that first loan then, because... No, look. So, I'm closest to paying off this middle one, but... looks like we've got about another whole day or so to go on that. Save us 1,000, but I'm not sure we're going to make it, and I can't actually take out any more loans now. So... we're really screwed. Started to sell a few of the cars though, but again, if we sell our stock, there we go, we sold our stock, increase the price, and we don't sell anything, and we can't take out loans. then this is truly the end. But I haven't heard the fat lady sing yet, so although I think I can hear her warming up in the reception. You've hired a marketing team from the other company. Yeah, watch Lone Gamer go broke in his Car Factory game. Production line. But for the price on Steam, this is quite a fun game. As I say, it's early access. There's still lots of stuff that's going to be designed into the game. Oh, there's a fourth loan available to me. Oh, outstanding amount. I misread that. I'm nowhere near close to paying that off then. The first one was the top one was the one I took out first. So BOD 270, I still owe 221. Yeah. So nowhere near paying off the loans. These days seem to go so slow. Okay. Charge, my friends. Yay. Upgrade all slots? I don't think so. Can't afford it. Do get a fourth loan appear now and again, so look at that, 18% there. Ridiculous. Everything flashing red on the left, which says I can't afford it. I don't know if you sell cars 24 hours, I presume you do, but with this clock and stuff, I'm wondering if, because there seems to be periods where I just don't sell any cars at all. I'm wondering if that happens to be the night time, and yeah, it doesn't say anything like that, but do seem to be these periods where no matter what the price is, nothing seems to sell for a little while. That's the case. We're heading on to the evening here, 6 o'clock. 6 cars now. Maybe you don't sell any. I'm not seeing anything that says, oh, here we go, exhaust manufacturer. Right, stop. Stop the game. Right, now I don't think I can afford to do this anyway. But, right. So here we go, we got fit exhaust here. Now we chose exhausts along with so exhaust is £322 million. So in theory make an exhaust, you see. £36,000. So what we'd do is we'd sort of have something over here. Possibly a stockpile next to it. They may have some inbuilt stockpiles. And then you'd run a conveyor over, and you only import things if you need more. So don't know if you, I mean, these might be upgradable once you launch them. Just thinking if I've got the money to put it down, or should I just wait till we sell these 5 cars. Right, 160. I'm gonna make an exhaust. So I'm gonna put it here. Okay, now I don't need to put a stockpile down because I think well, these things need a conveyor, so we need to, because they need stuff to make it with. So basically we do that, and I think so. I think this is where the materials to make it come in, and then when they're built they go here. So then what we need to do is have a conveyor that goes from here, probably just to there, and then it would go into the supply chain. Because those exhausts are having to wait. And I think I should just create another path here. A bit more money spent, I know. So I think we should see some stuff coming in for this. He says, hopefully. What's that? I think it probably is, but I've got it at the end of the line, so it's not. Take a while to get here. Here we go, these big blocks coming up. This is like metal, so these I think are what we're waiting for. Here it comes. Dun 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 dun. So this is, and you can make these as well, I think, somewhere. It's like you can make the metal sheets or something. So there we go. So now we're making an exhaust, and then they go off. There it goes. That went to there. That's fine. I've got a path for it to go to that one. So that's good. So now we're making exhaust. Now if we wanted to, we can have a stockpile, so that if we are making too many, which we're not at the moment. Now we've spent, I don't know, 40,000 what with the track and that, so it's going to take a while at 300 quid each for us to make that money back. So now we're on to powertrain. So all the next things, powertrain, radiator, wheels, got a couple expensive things, and if I can afford to do it, then that's what we're going to do, try and make some of those components. And let's have a look, can we upgrade this? We can. It's just the predictive stock control. which is dangerous unless you've got lots of money, because instead of you having what you need when you need it, it just piles it to the maximum. If you're not selling cars and you don't need it, you'll be spending all the money making and buying parts whether you need it or not. So it's something you want to do when you're fairly rich. But that's the only upgradable thing to that. Okay, so we got that going. I don't know, as I say, there's so many. So the next thing we're doing is powertrain. Not sure where the powertrain's here, isn't it? Yeah. So we can put that over here or down here. Do the same thing with that. That connected. It doesn't look connected there, but it's the graphics. A little bug, doesn't look like the rail continues there, but it does. Stuff flies up there. Ian wants me to close the factory down. Sorry people, you're all laid off. Oddball Scott says we're not worthy. You're all out of a job. But there's a company called Laser Quest that wants to employ you. So I don't expect to see costs drop too much. Maybe dropped a little bit in there. I don't have lots of money, but I also think there should be an option that if you've got a lot of money, of just being able to pay off the loan early. They don't allow you to do that. Rest will be used as targets on the paintball range. You're a harsh man. A harsh man. So powertrain. Make powertrain. Now these powertrains, I think, are one of the most expensive. Yeah, £1,600. You see these powertrains. How much is it to build the powertrain? 24,000. That's less than the exhaust. So yeah, we really want to be able to do this, because that we can make powertrains and not have to do those. That's gonna but let's see. Kind of wish I'd not sold all my research now, but got a hole in the fence. It cost me too much money. 50,000 each. Oh, back to losing money. Doesn't look good. I'm not sitting on stock. I got 37 unused ideas now. I wonder if I sold the marketing department, whether I lose that. Kind of think I should keep it, but you obviously need a research office or something as well to research design. I probably need a couple of those for the marketing department. Doesn't seem to be doing very much. 29%. Gonna do it, boys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get out of this living dangerously. We're gonna be super rich. So how's this doing? Yeah, I mean, we're not using the exhaust at a huge rate, so what we're making seems to be just at the right amount. If this builds up too much here though, then you'll just stop making them. Or you can make a stockpile. Oh, down to 30,000. Oh, 50,000. What's going on? Yeah, Only Fools and Horses, one of my favourite TV programmes. This year, Rodney. This time next year, Rodney, we'll be millionaires. 37, 32, 30, 28, 27, 26, 25, 23, 22, 20, 17, 31. $7,000, $5,000, $5,000. Oh, look at that. Oh, we just sold a car literally about to go broke. I haven't got to take a loan here, unfortunately. 18%. Each time we take a loan, it's just another nail in the coffin. Also, welcome to my depressive videos of future manufacturing. How to be positive with Lone Gamer. Oh, we're doomed. Taking out another loan. Hey, we've got an achievement though before we go broke. What is this one? Minimum spec. Keep it simple, keep it clean, keep it affordable, keep it rolling off the production line. Simplicity is the ultimate in sophistication. Leonardo da Vinci. See, I told you. Long before cars were invented, obviously. Requirements: sell over 1,000 cars with no extra features. Color car unlocked, peach. Wow. That's awesome. Now that we can make peach cars. That money we borrowed just burnt through it. What did we borrow? 150,000. This could be the end. I'm gonna have to sell these guys. Sorry guys. Boosh. We keep the ideas though, so thanks for the ideas. Now bugger off. Wonderful new names for cars the guys are coming up with. The new car's going to be called the P45. Thing is, with all these loans now, man, this I'm paying to nearly 3,000 in interest. That's practically 2, 3, nearly 3.5. Take 28 grand and run. Oh, I thought we were going to go broke there when we just sold a car. Literally living car by car at the moment. There is no more loans. Got the maximum. It's been an hour. We lasted longer than I thought we would. I mean, we're not really seeing the benefits of it, but you get the idea with this start making the components. We got these peach cars coming off the line now, so I wonder whether they'll sell a bit better. Probably not. I think they're just an aesthetic. That's it. Just go to peach colour and we are saved. Not even these boys here have changed their filing cabinets to the same colour as the new peach car coming out. It's going to be our saviour. Where is it? I think the first peach car. Here it is. It comes. This one we can sell for 4 million. Lovely. Everybody will want to buy that one. I'm going to put the prices up because we've got no stock. Because I'm desperate. Yeah, we've got a green. I don't think it's British Racing Green though. It's more this green. Pea green. Hey, goes our peach car. Come on. Oh no, is that going to break us? No! No! We're down to £128. Oh, this is it. This is the end. The end. I can't. Can I have a loan? No, I can't have a loan. Oh, where's 111 or whatever when I need to call him? Want a loan? Have a loan. You want a loan? We are a loan. That's what I need to call. And this isn't about to roll off the line. We have got a car in stock, so if that sells... Right. I hope you've all got your Laser Quest applications in. Here we go. 38. Ah, business failure. Ah! Not every business is a success story, and yours is sadly one of those tales that will be told to small children to give them nightmares. You still think you can take on the world's best car companies? Give it another try. Clear your desk. There we go, guys. That was Production Line. So if you play this game, just don't play it like I played it and you'll be fine. Yeah, I did say taking out loans was a bad idea, but sometimes you just have no option. But so what I might do with this game, I might go back to some earlier saves or see if I can play it privately to get it to a stage where I'm looking at doing a second model and then do some videos on that. But otherwise, I think that'll be it for Production Line, and that'll be it for today's video. So thanks for joining me. We'll be back tonight at 8 PM for the Long Dark, episode 6, which is a lot bigger game than we thought it was. So we're on season 2, part 2 of season 2, but video 6, and that will be at 8 PM all being well. And might do some random other stuff. We'll see. I need to start clearing my desk, not only in Production Line but ahead of Assassin's Creed, because when Assassin's Creed Origins comes out, it's probably the only game I'm going to be streaming for a while, and I'll be doing several sessions of that. But I am thinking of doing like story. What I'm thinking of doing, guys, with Assassin's Creed is that I might do like evening play where I talk and we do the story missions, the main story missions, but other videos and streams at different times of the day, different days, I will then split it up into different types of activities. Now, I'm not fully aware what all those are yet because the game's not out, but looking at everything that I've seen so far, I mean, obviously you have the exploration and the you have side quests, so we could be doing side quests to things where I'm not doing the main story, I'm just going around doing the side quests, which have little stories and collectibles. There's these big arena battles, so I think you probably do the first one in story mode, and then there's a whole structure apparently in moving up in the size of arenas and the fights and the big boss battles and stuff. And you know, that could be a thing. There's then all the collectibles, you know, all the collectible things. So some of my play might be just gameplay sound and just doing collectibles. Other stuff could be these combats or side missions, and then so I'm thinking rather than just doing sort of, you know, 7 or 8 hours where we do a bit of everything, is so that when people watch the videos they can go, well, you know, if I want to watch the story modes, I know what time they're on, and they're advertised as we're doing story missions, whereas the other gameplay would be, you know, side quests and collectibles. So you can watch them if you're free, but if you miss them, you know, you're not missing the main part of the story and stuff. So anyway, but thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. This was Production Line. It's on Steam. Links in the info on the YouTube video. It's a lot of fun, apart from when you go broke. So thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. This is Lone Gamer UK. See you tonight.